didn't know what you were gonna say. Sorry.
I said I was gonna say we're back. That's what I say at the beginning of every episode. We're back.
I was gonna say welcome back, but then I heard you say something different, so I started talking gibberish. Who came up with the word gibberish?
James and I were having a discussion earlier about
Poop.
game design and how we're not big fans of the way modern games are going.
No, we're not.
No, like they're kind of like, I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but they're kind of what?
Tech demo-y?
No. Well, I mean, a lot of quote unquote next gen. I guess it's current gen now because it's been a couple years since they came out. Doesn't feel like it, but it's been a couple years already. But no, just like how like games that come out today are not designed for people who already play video games. They're designed for people who don't play video games. And so in doing so, they baby us in a lot of ways that are kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. And what game did we compare it to? We compared it to like the Souls series and how.
Oh yeah, we did like how the Souls series handles tutorials, and then how like Call of Duty handles tutorials.
And also how the Souls series handles story.
Yeah, how it doesn't
like,
shove it down your throat. But
if you
like,
don't care about the story, you don't have to care about the story.
You don't have to experience it.
Exactly. Like you said, like even in Call of Duty games, they still shove the story in your face, even if the story is like insignificant.
The exposition is the loading screens.
Oh no. There's a wretch over here, and he was the one that killed me last time.
Was he?
Yes, he was. There he is. Hey, you son of a gun. Yeah.
There you go.
Regroup.
We got through it.
Tell me that doesn't look like a muffler.
That looks like a muffler.
I told you to tell me it doesn't, but okay.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look like a muffler.
There we go. Now we're making progress.
It just looks like a muffler.
Could use a head.
Never mind. So yeah, I guess that's all that game design conversation went.
Well, I mean, you are right. That's
some people would disagree.
Some people would disagree, yeah.
But like, I understand the reason why people like games like the Walking Dead game or like Mass Effect. Like, the Walking Dead game is very clearly like, okay, it's based off of a comic book which has a TV show. So let's make the game like a TV show, but instead of it just being something that you watch and occasionally press buttons on, let's have there be some element of choice. So they kind of have like a Mass Effect-esque like dialogue tree, which some people would argue is no choice at all, but I mean, that's preference, I guess. I've never played the Walking Dead game, so I don't know. But like that makes sense. That's like a good way to handle a story-driven game.
Yeah.
In games, well, like you said, like Dark Souls, but like games like, what is it, The Order?
Yeah.
This is coming from somebody or two people that haven't played The Order. It's just based off of what it looks. So I mean, I guess if you want to take our opinion with a grain of salt, go ahead. But Order, it doesn't look like it does anything that this game that we're playing now doesn't already do better.
Yeah, I can agree. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't.
And it doesn't even look as fun.
No, not
It's not as fast paced. You kind of just walk into an area where there's people to shoot, which is
what this game's about, really.
Well, isn't even what that game looked like it was going to be about. That game looked like it was going to be about hunting werewolves and fighting werewolves.
Yeah,
and you shoot people throughout the majority of the game. It's like, what is this?
I don't need to be up here.
It's like, you know what it's very similar to? It's like
what?
an Aliens Colonial Marines. When you first start that game up, like, you shoot aliens for a little bit, and then you go to shooting androids, and it's just like, for like 2 chapters straight, and it's just like, this is not what I thought this game was going to be.
Yeah. That was also with, well, Alien vs. Predator did it better. Because in the storyline, you fought
aliens,
opposite species and like humans and stuff, but you fought androids like way later.
Yeah, it was like a thing they introduced later. It was like a twist.
Yeah, It was like, whoa, androids. Like, what?
It's like, oh, you're fighting. It's like, oh, the enemies shoot back now.
Oh, no.
And it was like...
Or the
oh, I
enemies
was
shoot,
like,
period, because...
Well, I mean...
Yeah.
They shoot back. Because you shot at them.
Yeah, well, unless you're
You
playing
should-
as the alien.
Well, no, I'm talking like the Marine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking for like the Marine campaign.
Where did I kill that boomer? I really want that boom shot ammo. Oh, here
I
it
don't
goes.
know. Oh, there it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was looking for you.
Also, I don't know if you've noticed how many Ubisoft games have had the Assassin's Creed tower mechanic lately. I think they released like 5 games in 2014, and all of them had it.
Well, would that include Shadow of Mordor? Because I'm not sure who the people developing.
Ubisoft did not make Shadow of Mordor. That
Well,
was
it
was
looked like
Monolith.
it-ish.
That was Monolith
Okay.
that created that.
They definitely did have that same, like, oh, you got to stand on top of the tower to get the
Yeah.
recon.
Well, there was a
area.
lot less of them
Yeah, that's
in
true.
Shadow of Mordor.
That is very true. Oh, I
But,
forgot
like-
what this part was. Oh, the Corkscrew is still messing with us. Ooh, Lancer ammo that I don't need.
Yeah. Anyway, enough bashing games. I feel like I'm like hating on a lot of games people like, but
One thing I do like about this game that makes Insane Mode really fair is that it supplies you with lots of Lancer ammo.
yeah.
Like, ammo boxes will pretty much either...
That's one thing I like kind of missed in Gears 3. They kind of try to give it like a survival element to it. Is
Yeah,
it was
because-
like you had vastly less ammo.
Yeah,
in
it was-
all of your weapons.
all about death. Like you can see as the gears go on, is that the game gets more and more about like desperation and like we need to start surviving rather than thriving,
Yeah.
which
Like,
I
you-
liked.
Like you definitely have less ammo in Gears 2. Like in this game you have 660, and in Gears 2 you have 550.
Wait, Gears 2 is 550?
Yeah, Gears 2 is 550.
It's still coming and not going to do anything. It just kicked up a bunch of dust. Oh no, it opened up a hole for the boomer. Why did I... Sometimes I get the active reload timings confused because like I have muscle memory to which ones are which. So like I'll think I'm like using the Lancer, so I'll press it early.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Also,
I wonder if you can headshot people with the boom shot in this game. Because like I know in later Gears you can actually like pop people's heads off with the boom shot.
really?
Yeah, and then it won't blow them up.
How does it not just instantly explode? Someone's got to save Baird.
I saved them
Oh, okay.
inadvertently.
Man, you've been playing this for a while. I feel like I'm not doing anything.
Hey, now you know how I felt for like, ooh.
For like the
Helmet.
first episode. It looked like you picked up that helmet.
I looked at it and it was just like plus 50 armor. Whoa.
This isn't Wolfenstein or Doom or any other first-person shooter made by id Software.
Id.
id. Get behind that door.
Well, first. I don't think the bots are smart enough to push this car.
No,
Pushable
no.
car.
Mash that X button, yo.
Alright, hold
That
on.
looks so strange. That looks very 2006.
I agree.
2006, A Game Odyssey.
Ooh. Gotcha.
Did you see that Stanley Kubrick joke that I made? 2006, A Game Odyssey. That needs to be a book.
Nope. Dom it.
Dom sucks, man.
Dude, Dom. How did you... I'm just not even gonna ask.
Ah, stupid Screech.
I'll leave him. I'll leave him.
I have a feeling you're gonna die at this part. Just because I remember playing this game on like normal
There is no...
is whatever on casual. Like first time playing this game, I had difficulty on this part, so just have a feeling you're gonna die.
I probably should
Not trying
Throw
to
a-
discourage you, just
throw a grenade into that
gonna
hole.
lock that arc.
Did I close it? Yes, I did.
Oh, you closed it. Nice. One thing that I was thinking about when I was playing Battlefield 4 earlier today
Yeah.
was just like how I really like
Wait.
kind of despise the design of like modern military shooters.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, no.
no, like they're multiplayer. Not like obviously, yeah, everybody knows their campaigns are crap. Like
Whoops.
nobody looks. I don't think there's a single person on the planet that looks at a Call of Duty campaign and goes, "Ah, yes, this is the best game design ever."
Nope, nope, nope.
Running through a game to have it interrupted by a cool thing,
You were totally
cool
right.
set piece.
There were 2 enemies left before I would have gotten that
Had a
checkpoint.
feeling.
And I it's the curse of going too long. Anyway, continue.
And so, like, one thing I just don't like about, like, modern multiplayer games in general, and the only game that doesn't do this is pretty much this game and Halo, is that it's very difficult in modern games to tell who is on the opposite team.
Yeah, that's because most modern games are taking the human versus human kind of deal.
Well, it's just like,
Well,
that's fine.
Halo was
but-
never human versus Covenant Online. You got to choose your race, and then
Alright, what is the deal?
it's probably something blocking you, like an enemy or like a.
What is...
It's probably like a block you have to break. Go check. Alright, there's nothing there. So it's just broken. Okay.
Okay, well,
Well, I guess you have no pushable car.
of course I had to reload.
Eh.
There we go.
Dude, his arm piece went all the way up.
What is this nonsense?
Just move up.
Okay.
There's nothing else you can do. The car is stuck in place for some weird reason.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know. Can people, like, apparently people can really tell the difference between brown and brown, or gray and gray, because that's, like, all I see. Like, aside from the name tag above their head being a different color, or just shooting at the first thing that doesn't have a name tag, which is usually what I do. Like,
Yeah.
it's really difficult to tell who's on the other team.
Yep, sometimes. I mean, it's something you kind of have to get used to. Like with most games, you eventually like pick up like the little things to look at after playing for
That's
a while.
true, but it just...
But you shouldn't have to do that in the first place.
No, like, I like how Halo is red versus blue. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very distinct.
Like the
and
colors
obvious.
are really broad and highly contrasted, so you're actually able to tell the difference. Like, oh, this guy's on my team, this guy's not on my team.
Yeah. Oh.
You didn't even like get a headshot, but his head fell off of his body. kind of just like oh,
Whoa, whoa,
you need to get
whoa,
behind.
whoa.
Cole.
Cole knocked me out of cover. Like, come on, man.
See, I want to know how to do a roll like that, because the bots are able to do like that tumble over cover instead of
yeah?
just like the regular mantle. But
I don't think you
I
can.
don't think you can either.
For a second, I thought you were asking me how do we do that in real life, and I'm like, really?
Well, I mean, you have to press.
kinda-
You have to press forward in A.
Yeah, I have... Oh, man, I got the hiccups. You gotta press A.
Oops.
Yeah, I got the Mountain Dew hookups. Get out of my way, Dom.
Oh, you almost popped his head off.
Come on.
Try to
Oh.
get a headshot. Headshots are cool.
Like, why is this gun doing nothing? There we go.
It's because they have a lot of health. The gun does do a lot of damage, but it's also hard to hit, and
Okay,
they have a
you know
lot
what?
of HP.
Switching to this.
You should try close. Well, I think these are like the last few enemies anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups too.
And all that caffeine, man. I love how it's
Caffeine.
shooting at nothing there for a
Caffeine.
couple minutes.
Caffeine. Caffeine is
I like talking about game design. I don't know if people like listening to us talk about game design, but I like talking about it.
Me too. It's definitely interesting. I want to know, like, I'm not completely sure, like, what else you can do with gaming, like, as an actual career, rather than, like, just YouTube channel or, like, becoming, like, a programmer or, like, an animator. Well, not an animator, but,
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Like an independent game developer.
not an independent, I'm just talking about, like, just to, like, work for, like, a bigger company. Like, I don't know what the prerequisites are, and,
I don't
like,
know
what
either.
degrees you would need.
Usually, when it
experience.
comes to art, it's good. Like when it comes to having like an art job, like working on a film crew or something like that, it's usually to have like a body of work beforehand and have like a demo reel, so that you can show your employer what you've done already.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't need to ask, you know, oh, what degrees do you have? Like you could have no, like the person that has no degrees but has done a bunch of really good work for themselves can show an employer and will be more likely to get the job as opposed to the guy that has a bunch of degrees and no body of work.
Yeah, because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but until you show application of knowledge, then...
Don't let me in, dog? There we go.
But at the same time, you could, like, have the knowledge, but just not know how to use it. So, like, they could, like, take you under their wing and teach you. You're
Yeah,
called
but usually
bullshoops. Not
you're
gonna
more
help
of you're
us.
more of a liability though when you don't know anything.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you need to learn... You need to learn, like, application. Like, how to apply, rather than just the knowledge itself.
What is happening?
That dude is definitely high on
No,
something.
what does this lady do? Oh, she picks up a hammer. It's like, it's
You
my
want to fight?
hammer.
You want to fight,
This
bro?
is my hammer.
You want to fight, bro?
You're gonna take my hammer, right?
Did they have krill?
I don't know.
I think they had krill like hung
But-
up on like a
but it's that time again.
Is it that time again,
It's
Kyle?
that time again.
That it makes me sad, Kyle. You know what it makes me want to do?
Makes you want to skip this cutscene and start the next episode.
Makes me want to learn how to get into foot fetishes.